We're going to look at another one of the upcoming stars that we predict is going to do super well in Singapore 2025, Gretchen Walsh. We've got some of her outstanding performances from Budapest 2024 at the World Short Course Championships, where she broke multiple individual world records. In this event, again, a sprint event, it's all about the details. It's about the start, the underwaters, how the underwater kick goes, acceleration in and out of the water, especially in the short course pool. In the long course pool, there is no turn. It's just 50 meters, one end to the other, as quickly as possible. Gretchen Walsh in lane number 4. So she is here in the blue suit, black hat. She's going to be diving into lane 4, going in this direction. Critical aspects, again, about the 50 meters. Start, turn, in and out of the walls. In the water. Traditionally, not the quickest swimmer off the block. Reaction time. She's one of the tallest athletes in the field. Now, this is one, being tall is one of your biggest advantages in swimming, but sometimes it doesn't make you as dynamic. But this can be worked on. This can be worked on through vertical jump. So in coaching, there's a direct correlation between your vertical jump and your jump off the block. So if you look here, she's got here, if you look at the reaction times here, Gretchen 0.72 is actually the second slowest in the field. Second slowest reaction time in the field, but where she does her damage is in her swimming and her underwater skills. Bearing in mind this is a fly race, look at this line. Perfect. Streamlined position. Hands together, head in between her biceps. Let's have a look where her eyes are going. Eyes are slightly tilted forward, looking towards the bottom of the pool. One of the biggest mistakes that people make in swimming, eyes forward. When the eye is forward, you get a lot of drag because you lift your head. But here she is here, almost in the perfect bodyline position. Well, the perfect bodyline position. Eyes down, looking at the floor, hands together. That is the perfect streamline. Breaking out into her first few strokes. So it looks like a bit of a wash coming in here, long into the turn. When we say long into the turn, she had a glide. Coming off the wall, working hard on her dolphin kick into breakout. The last to break out, almost hitting 15 meters. Holding the water into the finish, almost perfect timing. New world record, 23.94 seconds in the 50 fly. So she hit the world record line. She was under world record through the first 25. But again, let's look at the detail as she comes off the wall. So what we tend to see from some of the best swimmers in the world, Leon Marchand on the back end of his 200 medleys, they kick to 15 because they're moving faster. So again, the fastest they're going to go in their race is off the start. The second fastest is off the turn because you've had something physical to push off. We're going to go back to Gretchen's position and her body line here. This does not happen by accident. This is great work from Coach Todd DeSorbo and Gretchen to buying into the biomechanics that we've got here. But this line here, her back is completely straight. There is no drag or resistance. No drag or resistance coming from the water. Very, very efficient bodyline position going into her dolphin kick. Resistance slows the athletes down. Here she is, head down, pointing more at the bottom of the pool, not looking forward, and that's traditional with all the elite athletes that we see here. That's how swimming has evolved more and more over time. Gretchen, also, look, arch backs, she does it better than everybody else. Here, again, she's coming into breakout. Look at the body line. Perfect lines. Another thing to look for in swimming and dolphin kick, ankle flexibility. Swimmer next to her from Sweden, if you look at her feet, super flexibility within the ankles and feet. It's like wearing fins. The best swimmers do this better than anyone else. Another angle, again, this super flat back, power's coming up through her legs, through her hips, driving her forwards. Here we go, look, at breakout, she's coming up one of the furthest of everyone else. This is the 15-meter line here. She's coming up around 13.8 meters, staying down as long as possible to carry that speed into the second 25. Gretchen has hyperextended elbows. That allows her to get a super high catch in the water when she comes in. When she has the purchase on the water, they can get nice and high. She get that hand as close to the surface of the water as possible. In and out of the turn, she was a bit long on the turn. She came in a bit long. So in the coaching world, if we're going to look for details over and over, we could say, she lost a few tenths there. She can swim faster. But then that might have had a payout in the second 25, we just don't know. But that's the job of coaching, is just to identify areas, and the biomechanics will look at it, think, well, she could get a little bit better there. In and out of the wall, carrying the speed in. On butterfly, what you're looking at is to get into a nice tight ball, elbows to knees as quickly as possible. If you look at the elbows, hyperextended elbows, that allows her to get underwater in a super high catch position. And there we go, head down on the finish, no breath. World record, currently one of the most outstanding female swimmers in the world.